My name is Bob Fash, U.S. Navy retired commander. We went, after that we took the cruise to the North Pole, Scotland. That was rather interesting because when we pulled into Rosyth, Scotland, which is the port for Edinburgh, we were tied up to a British Navy destroyer tender, and the officers there had already set up a kind of a trap for us. They invited us over immediately for cocktails. The intent was to get us drunk, because in the U.S. Navy you can't drink on board. They succeeded. And then the next morning, somebody comes in and wakes me up. You have to go back over there. You're having breakfast with them. And they had gin and tonics for breakfast. Amazing. That was an education for all of us. Then I think the next day I rented a car and we drove into Edinburgh on a bridge or a ferry. I think it might have been a ferry. Anyway, then we went to drive back to the ship. And I don't know, I missed the turn somewhere, and the next thing I see, the sign says Glasgow, 7 miles. We crossed the British Isles. So we had to turn around and come back. That was another education for us. And while we were there also, the navigator and I, he was much older than me, we got invited to a British officer's home for Sunday lunch. Now, Britain still had almost rationing for meat. And we go there for lunch, and we're having a wonderful time. He and his wife are entertaining us and all this. And then she puts a plate almost in front of me, but out a little far. And it had this piece of meat on it. And I didn't know whether I should take the plate and put it in front of me. Thank God I didn't. That was the meat for all the 4 of us, because they had meat rationing. And Jim Keogh and I had never experienced that before. Thank God I didn't put that plate in front of me. My God, how do you get out of that? But it's still something in the eye I remembered until he died a couple of years ago. What an amazing time it was. You can't cross the Atlantic in a Navy ship, as far as I know. If you're going eastbound, the waves are coming from the east. If you're going westbound, the waves are coming from the west. It's a tough crossing. Till I got on cruise ships where you could lie up there in the pool and there were no bad waves. I don't know how that happened. But yes, we had that kind of thing happen, right, all the time.